Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to online classes and have a pleasant morning to all of you. Now, I, Ajay Kumar, your English teacher, is going to teach you the chapter Direct and Indirect Speech. Today's topic is Time and Place Change. How the time and place change in direct and indirect speech. Before this topic, we have read about the tense change. In this part of the video, we are going to read about the time and place change. Now you can see here how these are changing. Direct speech and indirect speech are ways people express how something was said. In direct speech, also called quoted speech, is said exactly how the speaker initially spoke the words. We have already discussed in the first part of the video. Indirect speech, also called reported speech, is reported back not using the exact words of the original speaker. This is about the direct and indirect speech definition. Now let's go and see about the change, how the time and place references. Here you can see time and place can often change when going from direct to indirect speech. When reporting something at different time, the time words need to be changed. When reporting something from a different location, the place word needs to be changed. So, dear student, you have to keep in your mind while changing direct into indirect that how the things are getting changed, how the different locations are getting changed into another word, and how the time is also getting changed into another you know thing which is need to be changed. Now you can see the examples of this in the box. Direct speech, you can see I went to the park today. So today here is a time. Now while changing this into indirect speech, you can see how we have changed that into, hold on just 1 second, let me take the brush. How we have changed here today into that day. So this is how the time has been changed. So you have to keep in your mind, like these rules should be in your mind when you are changing any direct speech into indirect speech, that if in reporting quoted speech you can see today is given, then in into indirect speech it will be changed into that day. Now you can see next example, that is she said I saw her yesterday. So yesterday will change into that day before. Yesterday will change into the day before. Now in the same way we'll see Kevin said I have a doctor's appointment next week. So next will get changed into the following week. In next example we can see how I was in Hawaii last month, Jane told me. So last month, here is the time, it will change into the previous month. So see how the time is getting changed when we are changing direct speech into indirect speech. Now you can see we had a lunch a week ago. How this a week ago will change a week before. Now you can see John said I live in this house. So this house will change into that. This is talking about location. Now next, Stasi said I work here. Here is a location. So it will change into there. So the guys, you just make a note, you just note it down on your notebook. One side you write down the time, the words belongs to time and location in direct speech, and on other side you write down indirect speech, time and location, how it will change into indirect speech. That will be quite helpful and understanding for you. Now we'll go through the like quiz of the same question. Let us see. Now let us read the question and try to answer it. Directions. Choose the correct answer. She said, I'll meet her tomorrow. She said that she would meet her. In indirect, what would be tomorrow? What it would be converted into tomorrow, the next day. So let us try to attempt this question. Check answer. The next day. Yes, this is correct. Now we'll see another question. Next question, that is direct, from direct to indirect speech. He said, I have a business trip to Boston next week. He said that he had a business trip to Boston the following week. We'll check the answer. Correct. Now we'll see another question. I got a new car last month, he told me. So the last month will be the previous month. Now next question we'll see, that is Susie said I was sick yesterday. Alright guys, now we'll see next topic, indirect and indirect speech, that is question forms. In this topic, first four lines you can see those are the definitions of direct and indirect speech. So you need not go through this. We have discussed already in tense chains, and then we have read about it in the time and place chains. Now we'll go through and we'll see the reporting speech questions. Direct speech questions asking who, what, when, where, why, and how can be rephrased in indirect speech format. Now here rephrased means putting the same word in the similar way. Like who will be put it like as a who, what will be taken as a what, when will be written as when, where will be rephrased as where, why will be written again as a why, and how will be written as how. So this is called rephrasing. There won't be any change. The change will take place in the subject and in the verb form. You can see like here in the first question, who are you talking to? She asked. So she asked me has been taken here, and who has been rephrased as who similarly, and you got changed into I, second person got changed into first person, and helping verb are got changed into was in past form, and talking to has been taken as it is rephrased. Now one thing which you have you should mark here is like question mark has been removed from indirect speech. Question mark has been removed, so you just make a note of it, like there won't be any question mark in the end of indirect speech. When you are changing any question forms from direct speech to indirect speech, there won't be any question mark come in indirect speech. Now we'll go and see second question. My mom asked me, what are you doing? My mom asked me has been taken as it is. What has been rephrased here? You got changed into I, second person got changed into first person, are helping verb got changed into was, present past form, and doing has been taken as a just keep in your mind like when we are changing this helping verb into past form, then the main verb will remain the same in the indirect speech. Now third question, Craig asked when are you where are we living? So Craig asked remained same. When got rephrased, when को यहाँ rephrase किया गया है, आर जो है वर्ब में चेंज हो गया है, पास्ट फॉर्म, एंड वी रिमेंड सेम एंड लिविंग remained same. Now next question, my dad asked where are you meeting? My dad asked remained same. where rephrased, you got changed into second person, you got changed into second person singular number, that is we. Are got changed into were and meeting remained same, so there is no change. So keep it in your mind, like when you are getting a question, of questions form in direct speech, while changing it into indirect speech, you have to change the helping verb and not the main verb. Now similarly, you can see second and fourth and fifth question. Now we'll move ahead and we'll see another, that is reporting speech, yes and no questions. So in this topic we are going to see the questions which will be asked, and the answer should be in yes or no. Earlier it was like conveying, changing the reporting speech. Now here in reporting speech you have to answer the questions yes or no in the form of yes and no. So to do so, we'll go through the definition first. Direct speech questions asking for yes or no answers can be rephrased in indirect speech format. How the questions are asking direct speech are getting changed into yes or no form, we will see that. Now yes or no questions are reformatted by using if. This is the thing which you have to understand. Yes or no questions are reformed by using if. The format for indirect speech is ask plus if plus clause. Now I'll explain it. Let's go through the example. You can see here he asked, do you speak English? So he asked remained same and changing in indirect speech. Then if is used here according to the rule. Ask is here, asked, and if has been taken place here. Do you instead of do, if came here. Since you have to answer yes or no, so he asked, do got replaced by if, and you got replaced by first person you got a singular number, so second person will get changed into I, first person singular number, and speak got changed into past form. Speak is the present form, so it got into the main verb got changed into past form, and English remained same, and there is no question mark here again. Now we'll go through second question. My mom asked me, are you hungry? My mom asked, like this is a type of question of which the answer should be in yes or no format. Now when you are getting this type of question to solve, how you will change, you have to learn this. So first thing which you have to keep in your mind is like my mom asked me will again rephrased in my mom asked me in indirect speech, and in the place of are, if will come, then you second person singular number will get changed into first person singular number, and are will, it is a you can see present helping form, helping verb form, so get changed into was, and hungry will remain same, since hungry is the object taken here as the object. Now next question, my mom asked, have you eaten? My mom asked if I had eaten. So you can go through the next examples given in the box. Now we'll see some quiz. Tom asked, where are you going today? Sorry, Tom asked, where are you going? Tom asked where I was going. Correct. Next question we'll see. That is Suzanne asked Jeff, can you pick me up? Suzanne asked Jeff if he could pick her up. Next question, that is everyone asked, when will the movie start? Will get changed into would. Did you finish your homework? My mom asked. My mom asked if I had finished my homework. Next, my grandfather asked me, how old are you? My grandfather asked me how old I was. We'll see another quiz. That is, she asked me if I would go to the store with her. She asked me if will go. Next, he asked us what movie we were watching. He asked us, are you watching? My mom asked us if we wanted ice cream. My mom asked us, sorry guys, option A will be the correct answer. My teacher asked me what my name was. My teacher asked me, what is your name? He asked when the plane arrived. He asked, sorry, he asked when the answer will be C number if this is incorrect. Well, now we have completed this chapter, this topic, or change of question forms and change of time and places. Now we'll meet with another topic of direct and indirect speech in next part of the video. Well, stay tuned and just make a note of it, take a screenshot, and it will be quite helpful for you for making notes as well as for solving the questions. Now guys, I bid you all a goodbye. We'll meet in another video. Till then, bye, take care and have a nice day. Thank you everyone.